40's a mic. 40's a mic.
He don't know no better.
Whip, 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 whip.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and 1, Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. We're scoreless after 1.
Come on, let's go.
Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
My 40, my 40. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get it.
Hey, 70.
Now a play fake, and it's Stanford. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Lions.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Omaha, ready to move.
Switch. Check 24. Check 24.
Kill. 53. Ready.
On 1st down, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Set. Get a lady. Hey, 5-0. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Stafford got a man. That's Allison.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
They stopped him in his tracks. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Set. 280.
Check nine. Kill.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
11. Hey, Delta.
Stafford on 3rd down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
Mike 3. Combo.
Hey. 0, Mike 3.
Play action. Stafford. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now Stafford. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that'll set him back 5. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
40's the mark. Squeeze.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Devontae Freeman. As the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals push further out in front. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Ball, baby, that's our ball. That's our ball, yeah.
So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. There's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
Marvin Jones, touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 52 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And a catch made by Hopkins. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 59 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That halftime lead dwindling.
I love the way you just said that. Perfectly encapsulates what we're seeing right here. Strike after strike, making the big comeback, and right now they are putting the pressure on them in a huge way.
Second touchdown of the half, and that one was a big one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
He's checking crack. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
Brings up third and 12.
I'm set. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. Hey, let's get this, get this. What's wrong? 140, 140. Check, check. He's coming, he's coming. Pick me up. Here we go. Check your hot read.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Take it at the 37. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 3, check 3.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Brings up second and 8 at the Cardinals' 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they held him in check on the scoreboard. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. A first down carry here for Johnson. Into the secondary again. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They come up on a first and goal in most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Given 3 on the game there, second and goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
180.
On the carry, it's Bawden. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Bawden taking it in. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Prater on to add the extra point. Lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. They run, Devontae Freeman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Stay 50, stay 50. Big 20.
Under crunch. He's coming. We got double up.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a two-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle. This is Freeman, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running, it's Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there with a big shot.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Your trip is here.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have regained the lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Cards, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.